All right. So, first of all, good morning. Um, and then, second of all, I was doing my meditation because sometimes you need a straight up devotion, sometimes you need something to dive into, sometimes you need to just breathe and listen to someone read scripture. That's what I needed that day. And I definitely took some notes and dove into this a little more because I was like, you know, this topic, some people kind of get it, I wouldn't say wrong, but like the perspective of it is you have to read it in context and like actually understand what they're talking about. Having faith like a child. Let me just start this. Okay. Starting in Matthew 18. Verse 1. I don't know how many verses I wrote down because I only wrote down verse 1 and then just kept going. At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He, Jesus, called a little child and had him stand among them. And he said, Jesus said, "I tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me. But if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea." Yeah, I would say that would be a very decent remedy for making a child sin. Okay, childlike humility. They look to everything in their world for stability and safety. They know nothing without guidance. They have no pride or self-worth. They don't even know what that means. They have to trust and depend on adults. So, whoever humbles himself like this child, that kind of humility, trusting and depending and looking to everything in their world for stability and safety, they know nothing without being guided. Welcoming a child, not judging them, just opening your arms and loving on them and providing for their needs. Unconditional. Because children don't have a clue about what conditional love is. They don't know how to hold a grudge. They don't know how to be like, "I'll do this for you if you do this for me." They don't know those things because for them it's just like, "Oh, a familiar face. Let me just run up and hug you." Who believe in me. The little ones who believe in me. How easy is it for an innocent child to believe in something? So easy. They believe what they are told. What are we telling them? I'm not going to go into a whole spiel on what's being told to children in this day and age, but let me just say that right now, this is the summer of 2024, and you may not be able to see this in your history books because history books are created based on what the government wants in books in school to teach children. And what they're teaching children right now, what is policy to teach children right now, is really screwed up. It's brainwashing. It's manipulating. Heck, part of the adult population is buying into it. Part of the adult population. And we're supposed to be able to think for ourselves and know right from wrong. Oh. And then this is the next one. What causes them to doubt? Children. What causes them to doubt? Someone they trust tells them something that is contradictory. Then their little brains start saying, wait, you didn't say that before. You said something else before. Wait a second. Now they start doubting. Now they start getting confused by the people that they trust, the people that they listen to, people that they believe what they hear from. What causes them to sin? Leadership gone wrong. They're taught to do things that they don't know are bad. A child's mind doesn't know good and bad, right from wrong yet, because we, as their leaders, as their parents, as their teachers, as we're the ones to teach them those things. And if we're not teaching them correctly, they're gonna start doubting. They're gonna start being they're gonna do what we say because they don't know better. So whoever makes a child sin, being taught things that they don't know are bad, there are some words that I'm not allowed to say out loud because of the government right now. That's as far as I'm going. We're causing children to sin because of what? The whole screwed up mindset of you can be whatever the heck you want to be. But they're not talking about your future and your job position and your career and be what you want to be. No, they're saying you can choose which emotions drive your life. Emotions shouldn't drive your life. Emotions come and go. Your brain is malleable. So training your brain to allow you to think that you can change day to day physically, and to say that your emotions and your psychological dependence overrides what should be your knowledge and wisdom. Not fostering knowledge and wisdom, but fostering psychological manipulation. That's where we are right now. And if we're teaching children that that's okay, we're causing them to sin. We're causing them to fall because they want to please us, because they trust us, and they don't know not to trust us. Becoming like a child isn't naivete, it's purity, and we're ruining their purity. Becoming like a child is trust without having to see. It's believing in something out of hope and truth and assurance. And if we're giving false hope and twisted truth, which isn't truth at all, and assuring them that, oh, it's fine, everything will be okay. No wonder so many of our young people are falling away from Christ and getting a skewed version of Christianity. Because churches are doing this. Matthew 18, starting in verse 1. I'm just going to leave you with that. Okay? Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Seek trust without having to see. Remember, there is hope and there is truth, and you can be assured of that. Bye, guys.